we starting as a dynamic duo like
Let's go.
Gillo and Wallow.
Let's go.
Who the other dude's name is? Gas and Misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying?
You dig?
Jada and Joe. You know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I'm saying? The Green Room with Gipp and Glue, you know what I'm saying? Featuring Gas Jordan, and we here to go up there and do our thing, you know what I'm saying?
I be spitting them facts, your opinion be whack. I got the microphone smoking, it's like I got it on crack. Yeah, I'm bringing it back, like the name on the jersey. I do my thing every week, so tune in every Thursday. Sweep it up like a broom, the elephants in the room. Feeling like MJ, I walk it out on the moon. These boys faster than Zoom, I'm floating like a balloon. From the womb to the tomb, I'm repping the green room. Yeah.
What up, world? Welcome to the Green Room with Gipp and Glue, featuring Gas Jordan, and I'm your host who does the most, Gipp Star, aka Gippy, aka Mojo, aka Cocky Billboard, aka you can call me whatever you want, but just don't call me Collect. Man, I'd like to congratulate one of the finalists. I ain't gonna say finalists, but my new co-host, Gas Jordan, to the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? You did. And how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Jeremy. Like real good, Jeremy. But I also want to let everybody know that we here. You heard me.
Man, we here and we gonna be here forever. You know what I'm
You
saying?
either gotta know the vibes or get notified.
Know the
You hear
vibes
me?
or get notified. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
So
up.
like, man, we starting as a dynamic duo like
Let's go.
Gillo and Wallow.
Let's go.
Who the other dude's name is? Gas and Misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying?
You dig?
Jada and Joe. You know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I'm saying? The Green Room with Gipp and Glue, you know what I'm saying? Featuring Gas Jordan, and we here to go up there and do our thing, you know what I'm saying? You did. But before we lay up there and get started, want y'all lay up there and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gippstar ENT45, GIPPSTAR. Don't forget the 45, you know what I'm saying? And today's show is sponsored by Goddess Body, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it twice, I'm going to say it 3 times, and I'm going to keep on saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it again. Ladies, if you got curves and you hot, Goddess Body is the spot. So, man, episode 1, me and you know what I'm saying?
Here we go, the pilot.
Man, I like to thank you first, though, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, I like to say I appreciate you.
Most definitely, I appreciate you, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, everybody that was wanted to get on the podcast or wanted to do something about the podcast, there was like the job, no call, no show.
Well,
Didn't
we
show
here.
up.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? Like you was the only one, you know what I'm saying? The only one to show up and show me love, my brother. And I lay up there and appreciate you for that, you know what I'm saying? And we hit a blow from there, you know?
Let's go.
Cause I was like saying, telling your wife earlier that like I don't want to do this shit by myself except my new show, you know what I'm saying? You dig? And like a dynamic duo, you dig? Is a good one, you know, because I had a dynamic duo. My wife, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my wife, you know what I'm saying. She is outside the audience, you know. She was on a podcast with me and all that, you know. But she got bigger and better things to do, promoting Goddess Body and getting it back on the map. Like it never left off the map, but promoting it more and more. And you know what I'm saying. And we here to stay, you know. Because another thing, I can talk about some deep shit with you.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying. I just can't get deep with my wife, you know what I'm saying? Talking about street shit or, you know, we had to just keep it common, like, you know?
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man. So like, how can we kick this shit off, you know, by saying the battle rapping when you was here last time, how things went?
Well, that battle ended up getting canceled.
Right.
So that ain't even happening. You heard me. Due to discrepancies, you heard me. I ain't battling this week, but the Welcome to the Village card, you heard me, will be one of the hottest cards this year. You heard me. June 20th, you heard me. Get your tickets. You heard me. Streaming live on the Riot. You heard me on YouTube. You dig? You heard me. If you tapped into the battle rap world, if you not tapped into the battle rap world, you heard me. June 20th gonna be a Zoovie, man. That's what it is gonna be.
Well, tell me this though. Like, I just need an answer because I already know the answer, but I need the direct answer, and the people gonna need a direct answer. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Y'all already know what time it is.
Zoom in, zoom in,
It's
zoom
time
in.
to put the camera on me. How can you like juggle being a podcaster now in a battle rap? How can you juggle that?
I mean, shit. It ain't gonna be hard, really, like, one, I take my craft serious, you hear me?
Right.
Like, even when I ain't in the spirit or I ain't in the mood to write, like, I always think of something. And if I don't feel like writing it, I'll just keep saying it over and over and over and over. So even sitting here in the conversations we have and shit like that, I'm gonna come up with shit throughout all of that. You hear me? Like some shit gonna get popped and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, you hear me? Like, yeah, though, but that's
Right, because
what
I
it
gotta
is.
give it to you though, bro. I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You made me a fan. You did.
Man, appreciate
You
it.
nice.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it,
you
man.
really nice.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? It in and it's facts. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was telling you on the first the podcast, you know what I'm saying? The last time that we met on the podcast that I was kind of little green to the podcast. I just knew about, like the national dudes instead of the local artists.
Right,
But
right, right.
and you was telling me like um how it's different from being a rapper than a battle rapper and shit like that. You did because like I still can't live there and memorize my rhymes by heart until I look at that shit. You know?
Nah, for real. I feel you on that. And while we talking about the local scene, I want everybody to stay tuned because I'm going to bring some local niggas through here. Let them speak their piece, you hear me?
Right.
Like, we going to expand and do it like that. Everybody need a platform to pop their shit, you hear me? So, we going to make it like that.
So y'all heard it from y'all heard it from his own mouth. Gas Jordan. He's bringing the village. The village. You know what I'm saying? I got a motherfucking a controversial mouth. You know what I'm saying? And if you agree to live there and come on the podcast with Gas, bring your ass. You know what I'm saying? You did. Don't make me. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Don't make me call your ass out and make me lay up there and drag your ass to the damn podcast. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all here and we need y'all here and get things clear. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the V's, but we been they real psyched about it. You hear me? Like,
right.
My nigga Villy, he want to really get everybody like at one time so we could like really like dive into our event. You hear me? Like, cause it's gonna be some shit. You hear me?
Right.
My manager, he in a band and shit like that. Like, so they doing some shit the night before the event at the Joy. You hear me? Like at the Joy Theater. And then we got some private shit, in the chambers and shit like that. Some shit we starting, you hear me? And we gonna be doing our own little volume, closed, small room setting and shit
Right.
like that, you hear me? So we really about to really be turning up, you hear me? For one thing for sure, two things for certain, no matter what nigga say, boy, the village thriving, bro. Like,
shout out to the village. Shout out to the village, you know what I'm saying? Hoping I can be a member one day, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to the village.
Shout out to them guys,
but like
man.
to get into deeper a deeper aspect of the podcast is like I'm putting together a new show called Internet Beef. And it's like the celebrities or well-known people that's having it controversial over the internet, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna put some names out like Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah. That was a little epic. You hear me?
Right.
Shout out to Drizzy. You hear me? I'm not gonna say what I want to say about Kendrick Lamar because I say it to everybody, and everybody who know me know what I'm gonna say. You hear me?
Right.
But you hear me? Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Drake. You hear me? That Iceman out right now. You hear me? I've been hearing good things. Shit, nigga dropped 3 albums in one day. You hear me?
Yes. And I heard the Iceman.
Yeah.
I heard it. It's straight. You know what I'm saying? Not like the other 2 albums that he got, you know what I'm saying? Like Made of Honor and the other one. That's like kind of on a slick side R&B and all that, so I got to get deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Iceman I heard, and it's catchy. The shit catchy and like and I was just saying like on my new show Internet Beefs that I use them two as an example, like, you know, because they got other people like Cameron and Dame Dash.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
They got who else like the OG Murder versus everybody. You know? OG Murder versus everybody. Who can I say? You know, oh, they got a lot of them.
Nah, it's a lot of little shit going on locally, nationally.
Yes.
Like it's always a little shit going on, you hear me? So with that situation, you know, it's gonna be easy to come up with dialogue, you hear me? And we just talk shit about
For real. You know what I'm
the
saying?
shit people talking about. You hear me? Let's go. Let's do that.
And don't forget, NNF Beefs coming soon to Gipp Star ENT 45. You know what I'm saying? Like I had told you, asked you the other day that did you see the Kevin Hart?
Nah, I ain't see that, but go ahead. I heard it was. I've been hearing shit about it, but I didn't watch it. You hear me? I didn't watch it. What I will say is, Cat Williams funny as a motherfucker.
Right, man. But I wish you would have watched it.
Nah.
Cause to me,
talk about it, man. How you feel about it? You seen it? You hear me? Like, let's dive into that.
Man, that shit was really degrading to me. Disgusting.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? If you put it more into perspective, excuse me, the shit was like degrading. You know, cause like I know jokes is jokes, and I'm kind of a person that can take humorous jokes, but they went a little too far.
Everybody?
Mostly like the white comedians.
Oh shit.
You know what
That's
I'm
what nigga was talking about. Okay, you heard me? Like, say, cause the nigga had said this on Twitter. You heard me? My partner, shout out Stupid LeBert. You heard me? That boy was like, "There's no way I could go to a comedy show and a white comedian is telling jokes about black people and be okay with that shit."
Right,
like,
right. Cause like all the roasts that I seen, that a person that got roast, they really was shooting these shots at them. You know, they probably lay up there and see a little slick shot at the person that's on the side that's doing a roast and shit like that. But to me, the roast wasn't really about Kevin Hart.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And Shane Gillis, you know what I'm saying? Your jokes wasn't really funny to me. That shit was really degrading. Like, how can I say, like,
Pardon me for not even seeing the roast. I don't even know who the fuck that is. We just gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. You know what I'm saying? I just heard about him till I seen the fucking roast. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can't really joke about somebody killing himself.
That's good.
I can't really joke about lynching. You know what I'm saying? That's talking.
That's a little. You know,
I couldn't really talk about that.
Once you go into stuff like that, it's like kind of like, all right. It's all right. It's a such thing as all right. You're going too far now. Like,
man, they went way
far. It's definitely a thing. Like if it's too far, like, you know, somebody should have been like, say, watch that shit.
Man, and they didn't go not far. They went coast to coast.
Yeah.
That's how far they went. It's like I can't just really. I can see if they was like Cheryl Underwood. I can see if they were just directing at her and saying like shit about her, but like saying the shit about her husband killing herself.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like one of them said, the Golden State Warriors got a bridge on their jersey, and like, and I'm glad that he didn't jump off the bridge. Like that was some man.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Hart getting lynched from one of these little small trees or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't really jokes to me. That was like y'all talking about killing black people. But this the thing about it with me. I think that was a get back.
Get back for what, dude?
To me, I think that was a get back because of what Drewski did. That's my personal opinion. Like,
see, I gotta start keeping up with shit like this because now I want to know what Drewski did.
You know, Drewski did the white face.
Oh,
he did the white face. What's the dude that got assassinated? Yes. Charlie Kirk White, Erica Kirk, that bitch. You know what I'm saying? She laid up there. He laid up there and just did a white face of her and shit like that, and it kind of laid up there, brought him to because whoever wrote those fucking jokes, Because I knew that was a lot of writers who was writing them jokes. That was sort of kind of a
Could have
get
been
back.
Paul Mooney. Yeah.
And then, rest in peace, Paul Mooney. But if he was there, I think he would have the white comedians that was there, he would have laid there and tore their ass up because, like, how can I say this shit? They had Regina Hall on there. They didn't get at her like that. They didn't disrespect her. They had Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish didn't go up there and say nothing about Kevin Hart or roast him, but like they didn't get at him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like then, like another thing about Kevin Hart daddy, you did like Kevin Hart allowed them to constantly say that his daddy was a crackhead. Now I can understand the small jokes roasting him, but getting too deep and personal, that was the most disgusting ass roast I ever seen. Then it wasn't funny.
So his daddy really on crack?
His daddy probably is a recovering addict, but at the time and shit, you know, I don't know if his daddy did or not, you know, but his daddy was on crack. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing that shit at black people like they call him a monkey.
Yeah.
They call fucking Cheryl Underwood a donkey. She look like the donkey off Shrek. You know?
That's funny, but that's not funny.
You know,
that's funny, but that's not funny.
Man, the shit was kind of degrading. And then this another thing that made it more kind of like pissing me off with it. You had all these people in there, the audience, half black audience, half white audience, y'all laughing with him.
Yeah, that's wild.
Laughing with him, you know what I'm saying? But like, I never heard none of them say nothing about, because Shane Gillis was the host. I never heard none of them got up there and say nothing about his mama or his daddy. Like, that old raggedy bitch, or that old Nazi motherfucker. They never got up there and say anything racist towards their parents. They just was going on fault with Kevin Hart and Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, basically, if me and you was there, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, shit be kind of different when you in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like if you go into a Pelicans game and you sitting in the nosebleeds. The view gonna be different what you seeing on TV. So, like, that shit would have pissed me off, dude.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, man, it gave me a new leaf on not to disrespect women. Period. You know what I'm saying? It just gave me a new leaf. Like, I don't give a fuck if I see a lady in the street begging for a cigarette or holding a sign up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you gave me a new life on saying that's somebody's mama.
Real
That's
talk.
somebody's sister. That's somebody auntie. And don't get me wrong, I love my mama and my sisters to death. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the only boy. You dig? That just gave me a new outlook on how to treat women. You
Real
dig?
talk.
Because, like, then they had, what's the other one who used to fuck with 50 Cent? Chelsea Hadley. Yeah, they use her as like a guinea pig. You know what I'm saying? Like, whore, you dig? She didn't fuck with these black dudes and all type of shit, you dig? But they never got at Tiffany Haddish to me, and they never got at Regina Hall. You know what I'm saying? And probably in their contract, she ain't want nothing to do with that shit.
Anything possible.
Yeah, you know, you did, but they didn't get at like the white ones that was up there. You know, why the black ones like Draymond Green or Kevin Hart? Why y'all ain't get at their parents?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if that was in the strip or not. You see, this is the thing about they got in the industry. They own you. They're just like the league. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell a person when we was at the job, I'm like, they can make millions all if they want. Once they sign that contract, they own you.
That's a fact.
And that's a slick side of modern day slavery. Because they can lay up there and bring your career up, or they can tear your career down. They can let you sit and rot on the bench. And you can have $130 million contract. We know that ain't guaranteed that you'll get $138 million.
Right. Because you might not play all them games.
Exactly. And we don't know what's in their contract for them, because you know you got a lot of incentives in contract.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they have a lot of incentives and contracts when it comes down to comedians and actors. You know, none of them didn't really go at their parents like they went at Kevin Hart parents, daddy, and Cheryl Underwood.
Right.
And then the most degrading thing about it was Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's bad.
Really, it was Mother's Day for you to lay up there and
I
sit
saw
up there.
real and nigga was like, man, y'all let that shit go down. Like all y'all was up there letting them white people say all that shit. I forgot who the fuck it was. You hear me? And nigga was like on something. Yeah, the next time y'all do some shit like that, we'll cancel all you motherfuckers. You hear me? Like,
Dr. Umar.
yeah, that's who it was.
Dr. Umar.
And that's who I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. But I saw that shit today. Nigga like, yeah, we're gonna cancel all y'all.
But I have to agree with him. Like they didn't go at Kevin Hart mother because she, Lord rest her soul, because she's dead, you know, and they ain't go at her like that, you know what I'm saying? But like just going at these ladies, you know what I'm saying? Because like my father was a addict before he died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not for me to get to know him, and then if I was a comedian, just let somebody just talk about that. I would have had a problem with that.
Nah, for real.
I would have had a real fucking problem with that. So just imagine.
It's cool when he do that shit, because Kevin Hart done had plenty jokes about his daddy. But you ain't got to accept that shit from nobody else.
That wasn't a real roast to me, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't a real roast to me, you know.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, that wasn't a real roast. It wasn't a real roast because they wasn't really aiming
glad
at Kevin Hart.
I'm kind of mad that I don't got, you know, nothing I can say about it because, like, I really ain't saw it, you hear me? But, yeah, I'm going to have to check that out.
And the funniest part was Cheryl Underwood when she got up there, because she did some get back, but that wasn't enough for you to get back because she should at least say about their parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could have seen Pete Davidson. Your daddy fucking dead too. You know what I'm saying? You let Osama and them kill him because you know he died in 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she didn't even get back at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then with Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? And I seen when Dr. Umar said about with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart lay up there and said, well, I can't let y'all, you know, talk about these women. You know what I'm saying? Because these some lonely bitches.
Yeah, that's tough.
To me, that wasn't no joke, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
that's tough.
They really going hard.
I guess they agree to take the gloves off or something before this shit or whatever, but I don't know, some of that shit hard to digest, you know what I mean? Like, what?
They at every black woman, they went hard at the black women.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? What you said, honey? Oh, okay. Her wife said next topic and all that. Like she directing this motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I was looking at something else.
All right.
I was looking at something else. It's like Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson saying like a lot of these motherfuckers that's on TV.
He on TV. You don't listen to that shit.
They not really getting money.
Oh, they probably not really getting money.
Yeah, they really say
his fucking ass on TV too.
Yeah,
and he got a funny little role too.
Yeah,
they all got their little gimmick, whatever. Like he got one too. You know what I mean? Like fuck all that. I don't care. He a comedian. Bitch, you a reality TV show star now. You know what I mean? Like once you're in reality TV, it never lets you go.
Right.
it never lets you go.
You see, like what he said was, the dudes you think that's rich, they really not rich, you know what I'm saying? Then they got the dude, he played on Power, the white lawyer, and he played on Entourage.
You talking about what's his name, man? Proctor.
Yeah, his name was Proctor on Power.
Yeah, you talking about Joe Proctor.
So when Michael Blackson said about that the residual checks, and they start showing the residual checks. Man, this motherfucker Michael Blackson was getting 70 cents. 35 cents.
Who the fuck he owe?
You know what I'm saying? Like just the like from Wildin' Out and shit like that.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm pretty sure like Proctor, he played in a lot of good movies. And the residuals of the checks, they wasn't even over $7.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes, that wasn't even the shit wasn't even. Damn, God, you couldn't even buy a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, them bitches like that, man. $10.
For real. So like,
no, man, no.
what you think about like something that you want to become because you seen a motherfucker on TV make it? What you think about that, dude?
Yeah, that's tough. You hear me? That's kind of how I felt about like music and shit. Especially when they came out with that motherfucking Illuminati DVD and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like shit like that make you think like, man, these motherfuckers corrupt. They just want to lock you up in the room and be like, all right, we could give you this. You hear me? But you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that.
For
You're
real.
going to have to be at my beck and call. All that to be famous, my nigga. Like, niggas got to have pride and dignity. I don't know. I think that's why I'm still a regular nigga.
But-
You hear me? Like, I don't know. I be too prideful for a lot of shit. You hear me? Like,
right.
and that might not be good, but at least it ain't got me in no compromising situations.
Right.
At the end of the day, you hear me? Like, yeah.
Cause like the ones in the music industry, in the like the entertainment industry.
Everybody be beating everybody out there, little
Right.
pennies, nickels, and dimes. You hear me? Like, everybody be talking about contracts this and contracts that, and then it be like the motherfuckers who do got the good contracts.
Right.
They be the ones dead and shit, man. They niggas gotta go.
Right.
You think we gonna pay this boy all this money? Like, man, you think them niggas wanted to pay Michael Jackson all that money they
Hell
paid
no.
him while he was living? Boy, fuck no, they don't want no nigga with all that fucking money, man.
But the ones who really got the money right now, you dig? And I gotta ask y'all this: the ones who got the money like that, how the fuck they got their money?
Shit, out thinking the white man.
You think Rick Ross outthought the white man?
Fuck no, he broke too. Stupid.
Cause see, this
Nigga
rich forever shit, you
nigga
dig?
probably renting shit.
I
Then.
feel like-
But he got money, but man, that come from fucking business venture. Investing in your money good.
Wealthy are the ones who really doing it for the love of the art and not for money. Cause a nigga still is sold for some money and sign some fucked up shit. While a nigga who just love to do the shit is willing to do the work and let them pennies stack up, and they gonna get better offers because they more dedicated to the work.
Shout out to niggas like Tory Lanez, man.
Exactly.
What they talking about?
That's why I think it's
Free
better
Tory.
to
We gonna go on free Tory.
If you independent and you decide I want to do this, if you love your art, whether it's acting or whether it's music, you want to do it your way. You
That's
don't
a fact.
You don't want to change what you're doing to fit the masses or to be a part of the monopoly what everybody else is doing.
right. Cause
Nah, that's a fact.
You willing to, if you gotta stay independent or if you gotta do it your way,
right.
then you probably make out better in the end.
'Cause-
You might not get that big contract in the beginning, but you're not getting fucked in the end.
Yeah.
But check this out. I still to this day, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me.
Zoom in.
I still think to this day, all these rappers out here, you still ain't got Master P money. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's a fact.
Cause Master P the only one I can see.
Nigga, that's a fact.
That's the only one I seen that rose to the top of the
Hey, I ain't
fucking
gonna
mountain.
lie. I remember back in the G, they was having one of them little hip hop seminars
Right.
on fucking BET,
Right.
and Master P was talking, and you heard me. He was like, you know, T.I., you know, gonna wanna get to the point where he making as much money as me, and the audience was looking like. That boy T.I. stood up and was like, nah, he got more money than me. What the fuck?
Hey.
He got more money than me. Like, niggas ain't got that
You know, like,
bag, though.
hell no. That's why.
No Diddy on that, but niggas ain't got that niggas
That's
ain't got
why
that
I
Master P
wonder.
bag.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they got 10 million, 8 million, 20 million, 100 million, how did y'all get that money like that? You know what I'm saying? You did? Because I know how Master P got his money.
I was thinking the white man.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Rick Ross, he said that he signed for $30,000 for 6 albums.
Damn.
6 albums.
Port of Miami, Triller.
Port of Miami 2.
Nah, I think that's after the 6. You hear me? You got we counting the early albums because the first 6
Yeah.
was in that 30,000.
Yeah. Teflon Don.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
That was the third one.
They
Huh?
gave him opportunity to make more money in other ways.
Yeah, you know,
He got less money up front, but he probably had more control over.
Yeah, what he was doing, you know. Then he got his label deal and shit like that. All
Right.
that.
That's what you signed for, but you probably getting all his show money.
Nah, you know,
he not having to pay this back and pay that back. So,
yeah, all that shit count. You hear me?
Shit matters.
More points on your album and shit like that.
Right.
You know, you gotta make them type of deals when you up in them fucking big rooms, and you gotta know how to speak that language.
But they still ain't never got that Master P money. 85% to they 15.
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's only once in a generation where a black man is gonna outthink the white man, and I'm about to give you the generational line. You hear me?
Give it to me.
Sam Cooke first. Michael Jackson and Master fucking P. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all. I'm sorry. That is the line. That is the train. We can honorably mention Ray Charles because he was getting a whole lot of money a copy.
Right.
You hear me? Could definitely argue Ray Charles, but those three names that I just told you right now, boy, they outsmarted the white man for generational wealth.
Because I know you can get some money off your masters if you own it.
Yeah.
But a lot of them don't own it. I found out that fucking Michael Jackson owned Eminem masters.
He owned the fucking company that owns the management. You know what I mean? He owned the parenting company.
Right.
That was over Interscope and all that shit.
Right.
Own that shit. They got a
Sony, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the 3 albums that Drake put out, he ain't owning them masters. Hell no.
Probably not. But I believe Drake has made enough money to buy himself out his original contract and still be, you know, Young Money, Cash Money at his choosing. You hear me? Because they did, you know, turn him into a star or whatever.
Right.
But as far as the money, as far as the contract, the money that they gave him up front, man, Drake done made that shit 1,000 times over. We could buy it. That's why Drake got the Apple Music deal. You hear me? Like, they was trying to get that shit to Lil Wayne. You hear me? But Baby had his hook so far into Lil Wayne, he couldn't make the deal on his own without Baby approving the shit. You hear me?
Right.
Some kind of way like that. You know, you hear these stories and niggas be talking and shit like that. But, you know, that's why the shit got passed on to Drake. Drake had done made enough money to buy himself out his contract. Probably before Lil Wayne got out of jail.
At the end of the day,
nigga was getting bread.
At the end of the day, he's still everybody gonna have a fallout with their company. At the end of the day,
it be like that sometimes. But some niggas like Drake again. Niggas know how to handle their business. Not only am I making money, I'm doing the right things with the money. You hear me? Like them niggas, like you gotta have a heavy investor or you have to have a substantial amount of money yourself to start your own record label. Niggas got their own imprint on the label, you hear me? Like, that ain't no shit that a regular rapper could just do. You hear me? You could go ahead and say, you know, oh, I got my own shit I'm thinking of, or my own shit I'm working on, or my own shit, I got my own little clique, but if all them niggas ain't inked, the only people getting paid is you. You hear me? If you feeding other people, that's a whole nother, you know, a whole nother basket of worms in itself. But at the same time, man, if everybody ain't inked, everybody ain't eating. You hear me? Unless, like I said, unless nigga getting enough money to where he can keep his people fed until he could take his foot out that door and walk them in. You hear me? Like real talk. You hear me? Nigga, the game don't be over when one nigga make it. You hear me? Like, especially if niggas be coming in the game with niggas. You hear me? You gotta worry about your nigga, and then sometimes you gotta not worry about it. Like, let me focus on this, get me good. Once I'm a staple, you hear me, I can walk you in. But all that shit go with patience and time and grind and shit like that. You hear me? Because people still do records with people who ain't signed and shit like that. So nigga could make it a way where you could get a bag. You hear me? Like shit like that. You hear me? Like when Young Jeezy was doing songs with CTE, you hear me, before they officially formed CTE, like you putting fucking, you know, Slick Puller on raps and shit like that. Them split sheets, you hear me? Like that shit count when them songs start making money. If that's really your partner, he making a little money too.
And I saw that shit. I saw Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger was printing and making the Chronic album CDs. And you know, at first when they was on the when they did the Chronic, they wasn't signed to Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't signed to Death Row at all. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was actually reprinting the Chronic CD, selling them
Yeah.
back of the trunk. You know what I'm saying? They had Dre face on the motherfucker.
Damn.
You know, he had the plastic covering and all that. You could tell the plastic off. Reprinting the Chronic album. You know what I'm saying? And like, and at that time, like I said, they wasn't really with Death Row. They really got signed to Death Row when Snoop came and made it, and they formed the Dog Pound. But like, back to the internet beef. I want to ask my wife this. You think that the internet beef that's go on and all that shit, you know, I'm gonna ask you this. Can you tell me, with the internet beefs that go on, when we would look on the internet, did you ever see now one bloodshed? Yeah.
I've seen things that could have led to bloodshed.
But did you ever seen the bloodshed?
I haven't seen the bloodshed yet, but who's to know if it's going to happen or not.
'Cause that's what I think.
Some things do lead to unfortunate situations.
But that's what I think. 75% of the shit ain't real. It just going back and forth with each other.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's a fact.
You know, because like with Tekashi 6ix9ine, all the internet beef that you got and all that, you think you really gonna let your security gonna let somebody touch you, or they security gonna let you touch somebody?
Nah, for real. It be like that. That's how entourages and shit be getting involved like that. You hear me? Like, it'll never really be the main people. It
Exactly.
be the Oh, yeah.
They're the only ones that's really shit blood.
Right.
For real. Young boys ain't playing.
I believe that started with some sort of internet. I would say the ones who got real money,
Right.
it's just for the internet. But these YNs that's out here trying to get it, out here trying to prove themselves, it's bloodshed on there.
Mm-hmm.
They killing each other.
Yeah, but I don't call that no internet beef.
But no, because
The shit be started on. If it start on the internet, it's on the internet.
The King Von, that started from the internet.
Definitely internet.
That started from the internet. That was YB, that was all of them. They was all beef on the internet.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I understand that. But some outside of the internet happened to make them bring it to the internet.
No, they just young and dumb and they feel like they got
You know,
something to prove.
what you think about
Son,
that, Gas?
them niggas live miles apart. They hardly ever around each other, but you got a nigga like, you know, rest in peace Devon, but this nigga was saying shit about Young Boy way back in fucking 2017, 18, 19 round when he first was coming out. Well, first it started off, I like Young Boy, I fuck with this shit, da-da-da-da. Then it was like, oh, that nigga can't fuck with me. And the next thing you know, these niggas fucking each other baby mamas and all the flying their baby mamas out and shit like that. Talking about doing music together and really be making videos and shit like that. All that shit was on the internet, bro.
Because Quando Rondo was hanging with them dudes.
All that shit started from the internet, bro.
That's what I say. It's not the ones that's really out here getting the money, the big rappers. It's these young.
If 50 Cent and Rick Ross see each other, the most gonna happen is a scuffle. You hear me?
And I don't think that's gonna happen.
And I don't think that's gonna happen. Cause 50 is petty. 50 would have bought that boy a ticket to where he couldn't get on the plane. He would have bought the.
But I'm saying, you see what happened? They pulled out their phone.
Son, that boy 50 Cent. That boy
They
50
made
Cent
it
bought every seat on a flight
But that's
just
my
so it
thing,
could
they're
be
just
him
making
and
it-
that boy on the
they
plane
They
together.
find a way to troll him when they make the joke. It's never a fight or it's never.
Exactly.
It's never nothing.
No bloodshed. No bloodshed.
But that, like she said, that's the people with the real money.
Right.
That's
They
the
got
people
more
with
to lose.
yeah.
Right.
These YNs, they feel like they have something to prove. Like you said, that whole thing with them, most of that started.
All that shit started on the internet.
They started watching each other elevate, and they're like, no, I can do better than him. I can do better than him. Oh, I can get that girl. I can get. They fuck each other, girl. Then they just feel like you always got to one up.
She ain't lying.
It's real beef.
Right.
And at that point, it's real beef because you disrespected me.
But
At least that's how they feel.
tell me this though. Like the shit that we saying about the internet beef. Like, what's your percentage of the mental health brought up in there? Because you got to be some crazy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Or some non thinking. non-thinking motherfuckers.
I like to chime in.
It's crazy.
I like to chime in.
It's your show, chime.
First of all, if you ain't got no motherfucking mental health issues and you taking mental health medicine to get high, of course you're gonna feel like you have mental health issues. That's sort of the side effects. You can see that in small print in the shit when they be selling it to you, what they telling you on TV. This can cause this, that, and the third. And sometimes, man, what? Blackouts and all that shit. Man, what?
That's even in cigarettes. They're not going to the health. It gets all with health problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, but cigarettes say it can cause lung cancer or alcohol.
Yeah, that's a physical problem. That's like a physical thing.
Physical thing.
We talking about mental issues. You hear me? Niggas getting crazy.
I don't think it's a mental issue. I think social media is a drug to these young kids, and they're doing it all. That like, let's just take the whole drill scene.
Right.
All that come from who can disrespect the other person more in front of everybody, and they don't care.
And with that being said, you hear me? Perspective is everything. So what a motherfucker think you doing when them niggas be on the internet, you know how they got motherfuckers way down here, I'm fucking with that King Von, bro. Like, niggas think you really doing that shit on top of the fact that you really doing that shit. You hear me? Like, the young niggas, they really be living their raps.
The ones that's getting caught, the ones that's killing each other, getting caught and going to jail, when they go to court, they're not claiming mental incapacitated. They're not doing none of that. They're taking that shit to trial because they're guilty.
But you think this? All right, like this.
Insane.
Y'all remember when what's the dude that's from Memphis? He be dissing Young Boy. I forgot this dude, the rapper Chopper, NLE Chopper.
Oh, all right.
Remember he had a fight with one of the YB fans at the airport.
Yeah, them niggas be doing that shit.
I'm like, what's going through your mind as a fan to see this man and won't fight him of another man's music?
Man, I seen a nigga get beat up at a Young Boy concert for saying free dirt outside the Young Boy.
That's what I'm saying though.
And then they jumped that boy.
That's what I'm saying though.
They jumped that.
That's what I'm saying though with the mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? They just say like, if me and Gas didn't have a podcast show and I was a battle rapper, you know what I'm saying? And I'm battle rapping him, you do like, now I know that like, when you take shots at a battle rap, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like this, it's like.
Always say it's not personal, it's like, it's personal, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Right, but I understand that, but check this out.
We just saw a back and forward clip of some of the most disrespectful shit.
And I understand that.
Motherfucker was talking about how motherfucker people just died and I'ma send you up there with them and all kinds of shit on both sides.
And I understand that.
Shout out to that nigga J2.
I understand that. I really understand that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down with the battle rap, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we signed up for in the battle rap. But you mean to tell me, if I'm battle rapping you getting personal, I'm getting personal. After the show, you know what I'm saying, we can't be the coolest niggas alive?
A lot of them niggas just like that. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because it's all all competition thing. They're just like two boxers.
It's a competitive sport. You hear me?
Two boxers. Now, like.
Shit, Rocky beat Apollo ass. They were still
good friends.
Good friends. Relationship between those battle rappers. If there's been a previous issue with those battle rappers and then they battling each other, it is gonna come off more personal. But if you know, I don't have a problem with you, you don't have a problem with me, we just battling. Like, it is what it is.
All right, Hitman Holla and Cassidy. I don't think they fuck with each other.
Probably don't.
I think they don't fuck with each other because when they had like they little.
But it was still a show. Like at the end of the day, them niggas still battle.
Right.
Ain't nobody get hurt.
And they got paid.
They got paid very substantial.
So you think it was an act? When
I wouldn't say it was an act.
Exactly.
I wouldn't say it was an act.
But again, that goes back to the ones who really getting money. Like, it's not an act, but we really getting money. We not just to mess up our check because we don't like each other.
But these motherfuckers got in each other's face. You still got your money. You still got your money.
I mean, it kind of stemmed from, you know, fucking Cassidy was trying to say Hitman Holla, bitch ass nigga and shit like that. You hear me? But you know, Hitman Holla argument is like niggas know me. You know what I mean? Niggas I seen my foot like him and his brother punched a nigga down on the stage before. You know what I mean? Like the nigga Bill Collector was talking shit about Hitman and Hitman brother saw him and beat him up. You know what I mean? Like nigga got stories, you know,
Right.
that be like, you know, that's what Hitman was like, man. You nigga done seen me punch niggas on camera. You got me fucked up.
But
Da, da,
ain't
da.
both of them from two other states?
Yeah, one from Philly and one from St.
So that means you don't fucking know me.
I mean, but that's
They call me a
vibe.
bitch ass nigga.
Yet that too, but you know, the hands on the nigga situations was viral, you know what I mean, or some shit. So, you know, nigga was like, nigga, you know what I do with these motherfuckers. And nigga was like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? Cassidy like, I box, I beat you up, I do this, da 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 da. You know, so that shit went another way, you know, but Cassidy be trying to get up under them niggas' skin. You know what I mean? Like on some shit.
And it's cool to get under my skin. They're just like two boxers, like Ryan Garcia and Tank. You getting under my skin at the face off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think if them niggas see each other now, like, you know, the Cassidy and Hitman Holler, them niggas probably done sent each other like 3 more times just that shit.
And no bloodshed.
You know, it's all, you know, they was selling a show. You know what I mean? Like, face off, sell a battle. Niggas see the face off, niggas see the face off on one day, the battle like 3 weeks away. So when about time the battle do come, nigga was like, man, them niggas was talking crazy in the face off. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to see what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and it was a lackluster battle, and you know, a lot of people, you know, got Cassidy win it. I don't think Cassidy per se won that battle. You hear me?
Nah,
And
fuck
I'm not
no.
gonna say I'm not, and it might sound biased because I am a Hitman fan, but
Right.
you know, I didn't think Cassidy won that battle.
So like
No.
me, this shit like what's the white boy name again?
Anderson Barris.
Everson Barris, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He got a nice little performance and all that, going at dudes and all that. But at the end of the day, I think he probably the only ones probably shake them motherfucker hand after the battle rap. And they probably be cool and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I doubt it. Nah, the battle rap is a community, like from God tier, the top tiers, the mid tiers. Niggas stick together. Really, like it's only war when it's time for our words to clash. You hear me? Like if you don't fuck with a nigga, you probably don't know him, or you probably don't like their vibe and be like, wouldn't even fuck with a type of nigga like that. And in that case, you ain't even in a nigga vicinity anyway to even be like, you know, I don't like that nigga. You know
And that's
what I mean?
all in the
Shit that be
entertainment part
happening.
about it.
But as for like niggas be rapping and battling, them niggas be fucking talking and joking the whole time it be time to battle. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it ain't, you know, unless nigga that made it a grudge or you know, like this shit could get physical type shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like if nigga make it turn into that, you hear me? Then it could be that. Like I'm not
Right.
gonna say ain't nothing bad never happened in battle rap. You hear me? Because you know they got a lot of incidents. You hear me? A lot of them on camera. You know,
Right.
some off camera. You
Right.
know, but they got a lot of incidents. Like I ain't gonna say everybody buddy, but like it ain't like one battle rapper against everybody or this clique don't fuck with nobody and them niggas can't be together in the same place. Like
Right,
nah,
right,
it
right, right.
ain't nothing like that. At least from what I know. You know what I
Right.
mean? I done been around niggas who know me off the internet and you know niggas be cool. You hear me? Like when they at the event, you hear me? Like fuck with you on the internet, you hear me? I fuck with you in person. If I don't fuck with you on the internet, you hear me? I ain't gonna fuck with you in person. Or if I got a problem with you on the internet when I see you in person, we'll
Right.
solve it. And you know that's pretty much with anything, really. Like so, you know. But I don't think battle rap not a madhouse like that. You hear me? Like it ain't a bad house like that. A madhouse.
Right. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But shout out to the wives that's in the audience. You know what I'm saying? He did giving us props. You know what I'm saying? Bella, my wife Gloria. You know, shout out to them. They end up there putting their inputs, even though they're not on camera. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the wives that's
Shout out
giving
to
them.
the studio audience.
Just
you
shout
hear
out
me?
to the studio artists that's
Yeah,
putting their
diggle.
input up on it and making some real good points. Now check this out. And this for the wives in the audience. You know what I'm saying? You seen Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
What did you think about that? Now I got a different opinion from you on that.
It was cool. It was cool. I ain't even gonna lie. It was.
We love Michael Jackson. It was alright. It was cool to you.
It was cool,
but it was alright to me. You did
I kind of like I say, we've been shown the old Jackson 5 movie, and I was kind of like comparing it to that and shit like that, and certain shit wasn't lining up with that. So I'm like, sometimes you don't know what's real or what's not. You hear me? So, but at the same time, the visual was awesome. I saw that shit at the IMAX. So the visual was awesome. I just was telling Bella, like, my favorite part on that bitch was what I said. Thriller, and when he was with the Crips and the Bloods, like that was like the coolest part.
When they was doing the Beat It video,
when they was doing Beat It, yeah, that was like that was epic to me. Like they should have kept going those ways with that. Like if they would have gave me a little bit of Smooth Criminal or a little bit of Remember the Time, like it's like once he got to Bad album, you hear me, that was like the end of the movie. Like it was kind of
now me.
Shortcoming.
I don't know if my wife seen it or not, you know what I'm saying, but I saw it. I think it was like a history between him and Joe.
Nah, it was.
That's what I said. I said the movie should have been called Surviving Joe Jackson.
You know,
it was really like that. You know what I mean? He was on Michael ass, like, and he knew he had him. Like, I got this motherfucker under my thumb. He's so scared, like. He ain't on fire.
All right, because like, they should have a part 2 to that, right?
They said they supposed to be making it. That's what I heard.
Because Janet wasn't in it.
But they the people that wasn't in it opt out to be a part of the movie or wanted to be depicted at all.
Right, and like they didn't get deep down into like the meds. Drug use, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it ain't to that part yet either. Like the movie didn't get to that part. Yeah, the movie didn't get to that part. Like I said, the movie stopped at the Bad album.
The Bad album.
He was doing the first concert for the Bad.
Yeah, and I see they say his story continues.
Once he got from under Joe, it was like the movie was over. You heard me? Like that probably
from
be
a production standpoint, just because. As a film student, and I watch movies differently. I watch TV different. Like you know that. Like I said,
that's a fact.
That shot is fire. Like I look at shit like by shots and shit like that. On the production level, amazing.
Right.
The production, great.
Right.
The story incomplete, and then there was a lot of regurgitated information. Like we already know this. Most of us have seen American Dream. Most of us know most of this. Show us something we don't know. Show us more of Michael, not just what we already know.
But in the American Dream,
I don't feel like it was nothing in the movie that I didn't really know.
But in American Dream, they left a lot of shit out on that too.
But no, I wouldn't say they really left it out. It was just at that time. A lot of stuff happened after that.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was still alive when they made that movie too.
Right. Because
that movie came out in what?
I don't think Michael Jackson was.
So a lot of stuff hadn't happened yet.
I don't think he was 30 yet when that movie came out. He might have been.
But he probably was like in his 30s or something like that. But to me, on biopics, I looked at Whitney Houston shit was more deeper than that.
Yeah, I ain't never saw that one.
I want to see Michael Jackson. So yeah, that came out in 1992.
Right.
How old Mike was in 92?
In his 30s, we knew. Or late 20s.
But, I mean, when did Bad come out?
Bad came out in like 88.
88, 89.
Yeah.
So, again, we missed everything that happened from the 90s on up.
Yeah.
But, like, all the biopics that they had from Gotti.
I liked it. That you talking about the one with, fuck what that boy name is. I don't know nobody name.
He played on the one he did the biopic with Gotti. He played on American Gangster with Denzel. That's the one I'm talking about, not the one with John Travolta.
That's the one I like with John Travolta.
John Travolta. But either both of those, they got deep with it. Like the.
I want to know, after Michael decided he was going to go solo, I want to know the reaction of his family members.
Oh, they showed all that. They showed all that in the movie.
Yeah, they show that. That's why I think it was Mike versus Joe, because it was basically depicted on both of them, on like where he want to go and what he was trying to do, and Joe was still controlling or wanted to control his life. Part of that, you know what I'm saying? Because like he made Mike do the Pepsi shit.
Yeah,
he made Mike do that. He made Mike do the tour after he got burned, and you know he made Mike as the younger Mike when he was the Jackson 5. He made Mike do all this shit. So all this shit that Mike was doing before he went solo, Joe was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but after he goes solo, I want to know the detailed reaction of his family members. Like they start seeing him get bigger and bigger.
Shit, the brothers in the movies, the brothers was cool with it because all them they had done got over that Jackson 5 shit.
Yeah.
Like Joe was really trying to hold on and keep all them together because them as a group belonged to him.
Okay.
Except for Michael, because Michael fired him. You hear me? But like they could have all did what Michael did, but they didn't even care because nobody didn't want to fuck with them unless Michael was with them anyway, and they had lives. They was grown and shit like that. Like we got money. You hear me? Like we got money. We living good. Like the brothers was cool. The mama told Joe stop tripping. Like how you gonna whoop him and he pay for everything? You know, the mama told Joe that like he paying for everything. He paid for everything. Like how you gonna keep chastising him?
But check this out. Like all artists, they got played out their money. Like from even that trickles down from like to the Lil Wayne and Baby situation or the 50 Cent in the Aftermath situation. Even the Jackson 5 got played by Motown. Because the money, yeah, because the money that that the Jackson 5 made for Motown, they didn't see a lot of it. They seen 3% of it. So just imagine if they would have seen. Now, just imagine if they would have seen 25 or 50% of it. That shit probably would went diamond 3 times.
Like long as you rolling, long as the train rolling, that 3% looks big when all the money coming in.
Yes.
But when the money slow down, it's shit. Like because the bulk of whatever the fuck coming in not coming to you, you only getting 3%.
Exactly.
Like some people, you know, that don't even like keep some of them people afloat. Cause you know, back then motherfuckers was spending up all their money. You ain't have too many people making investments and doing stuff outside. You know what? When shit started going bad, shit started looking bad. You know, houses and shit downgrade and shit.
Yes,
motherfuckers
indeed.
start abusing drugs and can't keep up with their habits and shit. All that happened.
A lot of people have bad habits that outweigh their talent.
But I see this. I think motherfuckers making more money music now than way back then.
Yeah, because you know, streaming, shit like that.
Being independent.
Touring always is an outlet for money because the label can't take your money for performing or whatever. They can make money off your music, but they can't make money off of, you know, unless you give a motherfucker your likeness right. So that means like every time you out there, then we out there.
And that depends on what you sign. You know what I'm saying? Because like Baby was getting a percentage of Lil Wayne show money. It's about what he signed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers just be happy that this shit like this. He made probably about $20 million. But Baby probably gave him one and some fucking gifts for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got to pay the taxes on that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all remember when Wayne went into a tax thing? Ain't nowhere in the world he should have laid up there. Ain't nowhere in the world he should have been in that situation.
With all the money that was getting withheld from you, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though if Jay-Z did pull him out that hole, ain't nowhere in the world he was supposed to be in that type of situation.
Nah.
Straight the fuck
Especially
up.
from a motherfucker who raised you. You hear me?
Exactly.
You sitting there telling everybody I'm your son, but you really like making money off of me like you're doing everybody else. Probably more off of me than everybody else because you had me so young. You hear me? Like.
But not only that, it comes from having somebody who actually knows business in your corner. Because regardless of what he was getting or what he wasn't getting, he still have to pay taxes on, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got nobody telling you, hey, you owe this much in taxes or you made this much on these many shows, you got to pay this much and you just spending it as it comes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it still was a lie, though, you know what I'm saying? Because they all put it on Baby. It was Slim, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, he really the boss. Like,
He the head of, if it's a snake, he the head of it.
Nah, he probably the body. The head is Birdman. Like, he's the face of the organization. Like, people might say Baby and Slim, but they never say Slim and Baby. You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because he was out of the limelight.
Nah, he stays out the limelight.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say he not the face. He not the person everybody gonna blame. You hear me? Because who they see all the time, who in the magazines, who on the videos,
right,
who on the songs. Birdman.
But Suge was probably in the magazines, but he was the head of that room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in the videos or on the track.
All in the videos.
He wasn't in the videos and shit.
Dancing.
You know what I'm saying? Like Puff
all
was.
on the records.
We know Puff was the head, but he still was an artist himself, just like Baby was an artist.
We won't stop.
You know what I'm saying? Take that. But we all know that Suge wasn't in like Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? He probably was in the videos, but he wasn't on the music.
Definitely in the videos. Dame Dash thought he was the shit. Let's like Dame still talk to niggas like y'all ain't shit and I am shit. Cause I've been shit. Even if you say I'm not shit no more, you ain't never been shit that I've been. You hear me? Like, damn.
Right.
It's just, I think it's about a nigga mentality. You got niggas that's out here for fame. Diddy. Because Diddy wasn't a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was writing rhymes for Diddy so that he can be in the camera doing it.
But he got paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
He got paid.
He just wanted to be in the
He owned people publishing though.
He
like
just wanted to be
if
in the
Biggie
limelight.
if Biggie write a rhyme for Puff Daddy, all the money was gonna go to Puff Daddy anyway.
And Mace. A lot of bad boy. All the bad boy artists.
A lot of people wrote for Diddy. But that's what I'm saying. You got people who do it for fame, like Diddy. Then you got people who do it for the money. And then you got people who do it for the actual love of the art.
Right.
So it just depends on the mindset. And the way their career go kind of tell you where they fall in those three categories.
But this is the thing about with Dame. Even though the media, social media and all that saying that you broke and you probably do have money, all them people that you put on.
Nah, for real.
They saying, fuck you.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? You put Cam on.
What I would say is the shit with him and Cam, I don't like it because nigga, you put me in the movie, I don't like the movie. Like, I got the right to say I don't like the movie. I was in the movie. Like, I don't see how that turned into them beefing per se. You hear me? Like, but the J shit, that's deeply rooted shit. You hear me? Like, that go bigger than, what somebody said on the internet or who said what, who did what and shit like that. You hear me? Like, that goes down to betrayal and all that type of shit. Like, cause Dame Dash made them niggas hot.
Yeah, but what the fuck did Dame do for them just to say fuck him instead of picking him back up?
I mean, he couldn't be controlled. You hear me? Like, and these rooms that you in, you have to be a substance that people feel like they may control. You hear me? Or even if they can't control you, we can still do business together because I don't really feel too threatened by you.
Kanye couldn't be controlled until somebody sit his ass down, though, but he couldn't be in control at the time.
I'm not going to say what I feel about Kanye West, but I do want everybody to know the same way I feel about Kanye West is the same way I feel about Kendrick Lamar. We're going to get that all out there.
Man, talk your shit, man.
Man, we're not talking no shit about them people, man. Fuck around.
I fuck with Ye.
Fuck
with Ye music.
Canceled and all. You fuck with his music?
The first 3 albums.
Yeah.
The first 3 albums.
You know what they, like 3 of the first rules of hip hop? Like at least 2, you hear me? 1, stay away from Jesus, and 2, stay away from politics. Kanye West refused to do both of those.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna really go into how I really feel about Kanye West, but if you see
We have different opinions on things.
Right.
very different opinions.
But
on
they got
Kanye West.
like you said hip hop. You ain't say this music entirely because they got a lot of gospel stars.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of gospel stars and all that, but
Nah, we talking about rap. We
I
talking
know
about
that's
rap.
what I
like,
said. Hip hop.
Hip hop started with not, doing nothing blasphemy. You hear
Exactly.
me? And not fucking around with politics. You hear me? Like they don't got no politician rappers, so it shouldn't be no rappers trying to politic unless it's about some bread.
They only had one, huh? Public Enemy, huh?
I mean,
Yeah, revolutionary rapper though. I ain't gonna say he's a politic rapper.
rapping the change and.
They got I mean, everybody got a little. I feel like back to those 3 categories. I feel like what Kanye fucked up is he switched categories. Kanye started out as somebody who started out for the love of the art.
Exactly.
And he turned into somebody who is in it for the love of the money. That's what his problem was.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the first 3 albums, that's what he was about the art. Because
exactly.
I feel the same way. Those are my. I love Kanye.
You haven't seen how much money I've seen. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
I have to tell you, Kanye West is between genius and insanity.
Nigga
But
said
this another
you
thing.
ain't got the answer, Sway.
But this another thing
Sway?
this another thing that I feel about what Kanye did. Kanye really got canceled because he was exposing the truth.
He had to get himself canceled. The Jews had to stop fucking with him so he could get his shit back.
Now, when he said some shit about I can be anti-racist, some whatever, anti-Semitic, whatever you said, and don't get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that was out of your control. You couldn't control that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this another thing. See, Kanye was looking at his wealth. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at him as a rich man. You know what I'm saying? Again, he thought he was wealthy, but I was looking at him as a rich man. That's just like Shaq. I'm bringing like not just to talk about sports. Shaq, Jay-Z, all of them. Looking at the wealth of them, you know what I'm saying? But if a motherfucker shining your check, you's a rich man. There's the ones that's wealthy.
No, that's a
But they go
fact.
back to how I say there's a thin line between genius and insanity. Kanye, all the shit Kanye was saying in the beginning
Right.
was 100% true. I'm just saying, Katrina, George Bush does not care about black people. He said that shit, he meant that shit.
He did.
He stood on that. Like, what he was saying, it might have been controversial to the masses or to white people, but it was the truth.
But truth is controversial.
Right.
At what point did the crack pipe come in?
It wasn't that. It was the money. It was when it became more about an image. When he turned into something else. Because at first everything he was standing for shit in the beginning. Then it started turning into some attention shit and some money shit. All the shit started getting construed. Lines that get crossed.
So you think that movie?
On top of the crack pipe coming in.
So, remember that movie Get Out?
Uh-huh.
You don't think that similarity to Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye?
I think the Kardashians do have something to do with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like him being, because he said it himself, he was drugged.
Lamar Odom.
He said he was drugged. I don't know about being hypnotized and
They
shit.
got a point there.
You know?
Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
He was a perfectly healthy man when he won the championship. No crack. Probably ain't never smoked the weed. You hear me? Just fucking with them Kardashians.
When you in
Right.
the industry, you see some shit. When you fucking with people like the Kardashians and you in the Hollywood Hills, you see some shit.
You've seen.
Sometimes you gotta find ways to cope with the shit.
You've seen the alien in the world.
No, but some people don't know how to handle shit and they find different ways to cope with shit.
That's
And
true.
Sometimes it's drugs.
That's true.
That's true,
And
but
some people naturally have addictive personalities. You might be like, oh, I'm just gonna smoke this weed to, keep my mind off of this other stuff. But they might hit something else.
Nigga said, look, you smoking this weed, right?
They got trays of all kind of other stuff going around at these parties.
but that
So
goes
they
back.
might try something and then they're addicted.
But that goes back to the mental health. The mental health. We already know. As you say, like drugs probably can cope this situation, but we know it's still at the end of the road is destructive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still destructive. Like Ray Charles. I ain't saying that he OD'd or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the heroin was destructive in his life. Lamar Odom, he damn near died. You know what I'm saying? Destructive in his life. BG.
A lot of people.
They all know that the shit you can cope with however you want, you know what I'm saying, but it still leads to destruction.
Addiction is a mental illness.
Nigga said.
That's why I get back with
recipe.
Yeah.
For crack.
That's why I laid up there and got back to the mental illness of your thinking. Even though you want this shit to cope with it.
Everybody should see a therapist at least once. I hear a lot of people say, oh, black people don't see therapists. Oh, a therapist can't tell me nothing. I believe everybody should try it at least one time.
You think so?
If you go and you feel like, okay, this motherfucker don't know what they talking about, that's one thing. But I don't feel like it's something you should just quit and be like, oh, no, fuck that.
What you think about therapists? I don't think I should live up there. And no, this is my personal opinion. Bitch, put the camera on me.
Zoom in.
Majority of the time, it's gonna be like a female, you know what I'm saying? So no degrading to women by calling me a bitch and all that. But bitch, what makes you think that I'm gonna sit up there and pour my business out and think you can help it?
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people feel like that. And that's not what it's about. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has that. You've never been.
Didn't.
So you have your idea of what you think it is. Until you go, you do not know.
Right? That's true, but
they're basically giving
you'll go to a therapist.
You don't have to go and tell them all your business.
They'll go to
but it leads up to it.
Right?
It leads up to it.
Allow it to.
You go to a therapist, right? And they say, oh, no judgment. This is a free space. And write down everything you fucking say. Like,
right.
Sound like judgment to me, like inadvertently maybe.
Nah, they have a right to,
not a judgment.
but they have the right to keep it confidential.
They're supposed to keep
you know what I'm saying?
They have to keep it confidential.
Not
unless it's illegal. If you admit to murder, then that's on you.
I understand that. I understand that, ladies. But in my aspect of a therapist, I'm gonna tell you my only therapist is Jesus Christ. He can be my only therapist.
Shout out to my Lord and Savior.
Jesus Christ. Before I go sit down on the sofa and lay down and tell you because a therapist ain't gonna do nothing but just help you change your ways. That's the only thing they can. All right, just say this.
It's not about changing your ways. It's about giving you another perspective. You
Again.
don't necessarily have to change anything.
All right, just say like.
Somebody else's perspective.
All right. All right. Just say like. All right. Just check this out. Just say like you go to a marriage counselor. That's therapy right there. So they're gonna try to give you some type of advice on how you can change change a bad marriage into a good marriage. Right or wrong? If you go to a marriage counselor,
the pastor's supposed to do that.
Yeah, but a lot of people got married. They got marriage counselors.
To the cross.
But a marriage counselor ain't nothing but a therapist. But why? I can go to a marriage. Why should I go to a marriage counselor? You know what I'm saying? When I can lay up there and just get on my knees and pray to Jesus and say, Lord, help me change my ways, because I know right from wrong.
But you can change your ways. But a marriage counselor is going to help you and your partner to see each other's point. You can pray. You can pray that God change your ways, but it has to be communication between you and your partner still.
I know.
God ain't gonna just fix it without you and your partner doing the work.
But I look at it like this. Trust in my advice and not trust in your advice. Damn the marriage counselor. Let's work on this together without that.
That's easy said, but you gotta think about
situation if y'all not seeing eye to eye.
That's easy.
I ain't never been married, so
I
can't
if
really
you
try
and your
to
partner are having those conversations, everybody don't have to do
All right. The audience we got in there, I wish we would have had cameras on them. I wish we did. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera back on me. They needed cameras.
They need cameras.
Now, They say something about an intervention, right? They say something about an intervention. Only intervention is when you fucking up.
I mean,
Yeah,
you don't necessarily have to be fucking up to get an intervention. You know, when people care about you and they feel like something wrong with you, and
Right.
everybody feel the same thing, and they come together and be like, "Well, we need to talk." You tell everybody the same thing about the same thing, but everybody feeling the same way.
Right.
So the people that all feel the same way, they all love you. They come together like, "Look, let's see
Right.
what's really wrong."
And we know intervention can be in different categories. They say like you, all right, take off the marriage and have a drug intervention. Everybody gonna tell you how you fucking up.
Right.
Everybody gonna tell you how you fucking up when you doing drugs.
Yeah, but some people need a village to tell them that because they out of touch with reality.
But my point is, honey,
If your favorite person, if you live your whole life to impress your mom, and then you get on drugs and you do drugs, but your mom don't tell you, hey baby, you're a crackhead, you need help. You going around thinking everything all right, but when your mom tell you that could be your change of front, or when you sit in a therapist chair and that person tell you this how you look into your family, that could be your change of front.
but my point is, when you going into that intervention, you fucking up.
I mean,
But you're going into it to better the situation.
Yeah, of your fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live up there and put fuck and up in the same category. Your fuck ups. You gotta put the fuck and the up in the same sentence. Yeah, of your fuck ups.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
I'm saying, because we all know that certain drugs, I'm not going to say all drugs, because they still got people that's occupation that's better than ours, doing successful, you know what I'm saying?
They call them functioning addicts.
Functional addicts, still doing success. But the terrible drugs, you know what I'm saying, that ruin communities, ruin people's lives and all that, we all know and they all know that's a path of destruction. I can't live up there and say
He on one.
marijuana is a path of destruction. I can't really even say alcohol is a path of destruction, you know what I'm saying? Alcohol is a destruction to your health. You know what I'm saying? Because like they say like a judge. A judge probably don't do drugs and he probably enforce the drugs, right? But he ain't enforcing alcohol when he taking that shot in the back of the judge's chamber with the whiskey. And the next day, he's still going to be a judge. Point exactly.
Makes sense to me, brother.
Yeah.
When it all lines up, at the end of the day, it all lines up.
You know, see the next episode, I would like the ladies to come back, you know what I'm saying? Even if they want to be on camera or not, you know what I'm saying? But well, at the round table or not.
Give a clap.
But we gotta have them on the camera. We gotta have them on the camera. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have y'all on the camera to live there and give y'all inputs on this shit that we call life.
Now, I wanted to give my input when y'all was talking about the roasting.
The roasting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
talking about the pepper roast? I wanted to.
Yeah, that wasn't no roast. Again, that wasn't no roast.
When y'all was talking
Did
about
you
that,
see it?
I didn't see it, but I've seen clips and I've seen the think pieces on it.
Y'all gotta check it out. If y'all see the whole thing,
I haven't seen the whole
it's
thing,
not
but
funny.
Yeah, and that's what I heard. And what I was gonna say to you, because you haven't seen it, I would compare it to like in battle rap. When you sign up to battle, you know your opponent is gonna say some things to you. It might not be the nicest, it might be disrespectful, but at the same time, when you sign up to battle rap, everybody know, or everybody have like a certain standard of going too far, of what's off limits. Like somebody getting up there rapping to you about your dead folks or your mama being a crackhead and her struggles. Like everybody don't take that the same.
Nah,
Right.
that's a
So
fact.
it's a certain thing that's being too far, and those jokes were too far.
but I looked at it
It's one
way
thing about-
different than
it's
that.
One thing is me attacking you as my opponent in a battle rap, and me attacking your mama. I don't know your mama. Your mama not got to sign up to battle your mama. Your mama not battling me. So why am I talking about your mama? I'm talking about you.
It was
And
way
that's what
deeper
it
though.
was.
It was more deeper than because I can't
They had jokes
compare.
about George Floyd.
Yes, I can't compare like a battle rap to that roast because they was getting too deep, like in the race part of it.
No, I'm saying, no, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, just to like translate to him, like, I've seen battles where it go too far.
Exactly.
In the same way, like it goes too far, whether it's about race or whether it's about somebody being deceased or any of that. Like some things that just shouldn't be done. It's tasteless. It's not funny.
Nah, not at all. See, like when it came down to the roast about somebody being deceased and all that, it's like it's
Yeah, that's a little. That's
that's
wild.
going too far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This gets
Especially
pissed.
people that are deceased behind racially.
Not only that,
fueled events.
you cutting deep in front of not just the audience in there. You cutting deep around the whole world as they televising this shit.
No, I think I gotta
You're
go
not
watch
talking about
it.
a black man being killed, but you're talking about a black man being killed by a white man, a white police officer, and making a joke of it. That's not funny. That's modern day lynching.
Exactly.
They don't love us. We know that already. We don't need another white person to tell us they don't fucking love us.
But like,
But y'all get up and y'all do it for TV. And a lot of people compared it to when back in the day when they did the roast of Flavor Flav and they got up there and called him a crispy cracky country coon. Like, yeah. But those jokes were directed at him.
exactly.
And directed at the things that he done. Like you can't get mad at somebody call you a coon or give you racially fueled jokes when you do racially fueled things.
Now what they
That's
did,
just like as a battle rapper, if you been blasted for doing something specific, you can't expect your opponent not to attack.
but like when they did the Flavor, now that was a real roast.
Right.
That was something that was roasting. You know what I'm saying? Getting on his ass and shit like that. But that type of roast that they had, it was like, just imagine if the shit was flip flop. This say if Shane Gillis, the one that was the host, he was getting roasted, and Cheryl Underwood came back and said, like, man, your mama ain't shit. That white dead bitch ain't shit from having your stanky funk ass. You know what I'm saying? Your KK, and then all of the black all the black people that was in there just go at his mama, saying, man, your mom ain't sucking enough dick to lay up there, and roasting, they roasting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, your mom ain't suck enough dick, you know what I'm saying, before the white stanky bitch died and all that you did. I don't think he could have handled that.
That's crazy.
They would have definitely been talking about canceling some people.
And then the thing about it was live. It was live. So if they probably would have did a roast of Shane Gillis, I don't think they would have laid up there and put that live. It probably would have been pre-recorded and never would have been put out.
Or edited.
Very
To
edited.
make it look a certain way.
Yeah, and then it like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like this would have all the same black comedians would have got and said, man, Shane Gillis' daddy was a faggot, and he was retarded. You know how offensive that would have been to the gay community, the retarded community. You know what I'm saying? And being the racial of it, you did.
Nah, for real.
And they saying that he went with the KKK. He's with the gay. You know what I'm saying? You did, boy. They would have took that shit so, they would have took so shit offensive of it,
Right.
straight up, and then like Kevin Hart, he ain't made it no better. He ain't made it no better. You know what I'm saying? It's just like he's supposed to shut that shit down. Then the trip part about it is they didn't go at the Rock Daddy like that.
Yeah.
Like calling the Rock Daddy a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but everybody knew the Rock Daddy wasn't a crack.
Yeah, but they compare this, the Rock, and
Kevin
Hart Daddy. It's kind of similarities. The Rock, and he fucking with a Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shit like, y'all gotta really check this shit out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody didn't come at the Rock and said, well, Rock, since they call you the Rock, you don't think was you fucking with them rocks? They didn't go that far. But the thing was, it was like, to me, the roasting of Cheryl Underwood. And just Kevin Hart just had his name on it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit
I
was.
gotta watch that.
Yeah, man.
We've been talking about it. I keep thinking like you gotta go watch this shit and really like get your own take. Like,
Right,
I can't say much because like I said, I ain't seen it.
right.
But I'm gonna go watch
Gotta go watch it. You know what I'm saying? And you got any last words for the Green Room with Gipp and Glue, Gipp and Gas Jordan?
Man, y'all tune in, man. I'm gonna try to keep it active around here. You hear me? Like, this might be the first episode, but it's gonna be many, man. And I'm gonna have a whole lot more to say when I got something to say. And it's something I know about or something that, I can relate to a little more. So, yeah, man, we here.
My final words is, I want to bring the ladies on the show next episode. They definitely got to be on here. You know what I'm saying? This going to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? Because we going to be, this shit going to be more deeper than this episode here. You know what I'm saying? I got to give it up for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Matter of fact, let me lay up there and get a cheer. I got to get a double cheer for that one. Make sure y'all lay up there and tune in to this one, because y'all voices is gonna be on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all get on the next episode, and that's all we got for y'all. Tune into the next episode with the Green Room with Gipp and Glue, Gipp and Gas Joy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm your host who does the most, Gipp Star, aka Gippy, aka Mojo, aka Cocky Bell Boy, aka you can call me whatever you want, but just don't call me Colette. Holla.
Know the vibes and get notified.
Know the vibes and get notified. Put the camera on me again. Know the vibes and get notified. Holla.
Zoom in.
Whip it up like a boom, the elephants in the room. Feeling like MJ, I walk it out on the moon. These boys faster than Zoom, I'm floating like a balloon. I'm from the womb to the tomb, I'm repping the Green Room, yeah.